National WPIAL Basketball Championships on Fox Sports Net are brought to you by McDonald's. I'm loving it. And by Lennox Home Comfort Systems. Lennox makes your home a better place.
Please stand for our national anthem, which will be sung by Kayla Herbsberger, a senior at Moon Area High School.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And we are set for basketball. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineup, brought to us by McDonald's. First, the Knoch Knights with a record of 15-10. Their first championship game appearance, coached by Les Shoup, Corey Wagner, Ryan Hollahan, he's their leading scorer, Mark Rupert, Jordan Shoup, and Ryan Zajac. That is the starting five. They start 2 seniors, 2 juniors, and a sophomore. Jordan Shoup, number 12, is a sophomore and averaging 14 points per game. The starting lineup for the Moon Tigers, coached by Jeff Ackerman. Their record 23-3. Ryan Helfrich, A.Q. Shipley, Dominic Mano at 1 guard, Derek Gallagher, 3-guard offense, and the leading scorer, Dwayne Campo, for the Moon Tigers. They've lost only 3 games all season long. There's Coach Jeff Ackerman, just 31 years of age. He has coached under some of the WPIAL's best coaches. Mike is an assistant.
Well, he's been around a little bit, Stan. He was at Brentwood for a while. That's where he graduated from. He was at South Park 3 years, Cannon McMillan, Clairton with Carol Gillette, and part of a WPIAL championship team in Chartiers Valley under Tim McConnell. So he paid his dues, and the interesting thing about him, Stan, when he originally applied at Moon, they didn't want him. They told him they had some other people in mind. They came back to him. Now they got a good program going under Jeff Ackerman.
It's only his 3rd year as the head coach at Moon, and here they are in the AAA championship game. Les Shoup, and it's a family affair at Knoch High School because Jordan Shoup, the sophomore, that is Les's son, and also a Shoup is an athletic director at Knoch.
Josh Shoup, one of Les's other sons, and you know what, Stan? Les is one of the good guys in WPIAL basketball. Been around for a long time, 35 years. 22 at York, at Knoch, 13 at Punxsutawney. But both of these teams, you know what, Stan, the WPIAL had to send them directions to get here, I heard, because they've never, ever, ever been in a WPIAL championship. A lot of excitement on both of these sides when you're a newcomer.
There's the starting lineup for the Moon Tigers being introduced. That is A.Q. Shipley, and
he doesn't fit in the screen, does he?
No, he really doesn't, and all he's missing is a shoulder pad. He may not need him. You've read about him. He's a Penn State football recruit, and they're talking about putting him as a nose tackle and, playing some 3-4 with him up there. And also, in talking to Tommy Bradley in advance of this game, the Penn State defensive coordinator, Mike, they're not talking redshirt with him. They think he can play as a freshman.
Yeah, they do. They think he can come in and play some right away. Look at the build-up, Stan. I mean, how about if you run into him setting the screen?
Oh, boy, you don't get up. You probably get charged with 2 fouls for the price of 1 there. He's a big kid, obviously, 6'3". He averages 7 points per game, but obviously creates room under the boards. The assistant coaches, we don't want to forget them either under Jeff Ackerman. It's Robert Williams and Daryl Current, and for Les Shoup, it's Dee Fulks. Moon averages 74 points a game, gives up an average of 55, 19-point margin of victory. Knoch slows it down. They average 59 points per game. They give up an average of 54, so you see the difference in style. Center jump, Holohan tip, ball batted around, out of bounds. And the ball will belong to the Moon Tigers. Dwayne Campo, number 32, Dom Mano, number 4. They are the guards. Man-to-man defense. Derek Gallagher, number 23. Ball thrown by Helfrich and off the defender, Mark Rupert, number 42 for Knoch.
First few minutes of this game, I think, are key for Knoch, Stan. They can't fall behind early.
The first shot of the game just underway. Moon is in the white, inside to Shipley. They collapse on him. Here's the outside three, off the rim by Mano, no good. Gets his own rebound, puts up the two. He's got it. Dom Mano, we talked about that rebounding.
Yes, sirree. Knoch has to hit the boards tonight. They need a big game from Ryan Holohan.
Holohan is number 40. This is left. Jordan Shoup, coach's son. Outside shot, up, off, no good by Corey Wagner. Rebound fought for on the floor. Finally, it's Gallagher who comes up with it for Moon. They push it up floor. This is Dom Mano. Drives the lane, kicks back out. Gallagher looked for the three, but good pressing defense by Zajac. Shipley, short jumper is good, and it's 4-0 Moon.
You know, Stan, AQ, for as big as he is, around 275, 280, he is very agile. Watch him tonight. He can really pass the ball.
Mark Rupert, number 42. Set up Knoch for you. They're down 4-0. Leading scorer Jordan Shoup. That's Corey Wagner. And the ball stolen away by Mano. He's got a lead. Puts up the left-hand layup, off, no good, and the rebound Knoch. Holohan has the rebound, gets it up floor to Shoup. A little bit of a rush there by Mano.
Yeah, it was a little bit. You see Knoch, Stan, Jordan Shoup needs to get them in their offense as the point guard. So far, they've had a little trouble doing that, and a little over the back there, foul on Knoch. And so far, Knoch's having a lot of trouble getting any good looks at the basket.
One shot at the basket, and that was a three. The foul on the rebound. And the foul was on Corey Wagner, number 44, his first team foul. 8-minute quarters in high school basketball. If you don't get to see it very often, we've played two.
Oh, nice back.
There's the alley-oop and the score.
Isolated aside and a nice backdoor cut by Dwayne Campo.
Campo with his first two. Beautiful pass by his backcourt mate. 6-0.
Moon gets a lot of ball pressure the whole way up the court, staying on the point guard, Jordan Shoup.
Holohan way out high. He plays low. A long bomb in and out by Zajac, and the floor rebound to Gallagher. Gallagher looking to press it up. Nothing there. Takes the three. Off. No good. And the rebound is taken by Mark Rupert.
You know, Knoch, Stan, what they do a lot, they run an offense called flex. They'll run it through and through, run some plays out of it right here. Man off. Now a cutter to the opposite side. They'll run that through and through and through.
Baseline jumper off to a good Holohan. Nice weight. Nice patience by Ryan Holohan. He averages 15 points per game and 8 rebounds. He got 2 of one and 1 of the other.
Ryan Helfrich. Moon's on fire early here, Stan. It's not a good sign for Knoch. They need to stay in the game early. Ryan Helfrich, guy has really been underrated. Was a part-time starter last year and has come up big this year, a second leading scorer.
Foul by Mano on Jordan Shoup, non-shooting foul, so Knoch will inbound. Helfrich, a wide receiver in football, actually broke his arm early in the season, missed 3 games, came back. Had a very good season, 14 per game, 4 blocks per game, too.
Yep, they'll slot a few.
Rupert looking to take it. This is Wagner, 44, outside jumper, off the good, the rebound to Derek Gallagher. They push it up the floor. I wonder if a basket here will see a timeout for Knoch. Inside turnaround jumper by Helfrich off no good. Shipley powers it up and in.
That was
Strong rebound.
That was a cue ball there, Stan. A.Q. Shipley, I'm telling you, he is so agile for a big guy and really knows how to use his body underneath.
Look how they play him out high on defense, Mike. That shows how quick he is.
Oh, he can move his feet well, Stan. I mean, he runs a 40 in about, I think, around a 5.0 around there, even a little bit less than a 5.0 40. That's why college football teams like him so much. He had offers from Penn State, Michigan, Pitt, everybody.
Loose ball picked up by Moon. A chance to make it a 10-point lead. This is Mano. Nice pass inside, but blocked away. Good defense covering up by Corey Wagner. We are past the midway point of the first quarter, and thus far it has been all the Moon Tigers. They have a big lead in this basketball game, 10-2. We'll be back to the Palumbo Center in just a moment.
What are they doing defensively? Okay? We have time. TV timeout. We have time. Take a break. Take a breather. Now. Their big guys are bailing them out. They're popping out, and we're sagging off. I yelled at Ryan, I'll push you back at the rebound, but you left your feet straight down on that kid. I think you can block your shot by just standing there. I really do. Hey, run triangle.
Okay, you coming back to me or Ryan?
1, 2, 3.
First quarter stats pretty revealing. Mike Knoch, 1 of 5 from the field. Moon, 5 for 9.
Well, I said about Knoch having to start this game on the right track, and it's been problems for them so far, Stan. Les Shupin that out. Just keep telling them, settle down, settle down. They need to stem the tide here to stay in this game.
Gallagher with a 3. And it's an 11-point lead.
Derek Gallagher, Stan, you look at that hair of his. Where's number 23? No, he reminds you the old Pistol Pete when he played at LSU. He just needs the floppy socks.
That's right.
Look at that hair. He is Pistol Pete, I think.
Driving a wild shot by Mark Rupert. And Moon really looking to press the advantage. Here's the drive by Helfrich, and he scores on the runner.
Ryan Helfrich, everybody in his team calls him Funk, and right now, Knoch is in a funk, Stan. They can't get an open look. They cannot get a good look at the basket.
There's a long bomb outside, off, and good. Corey Wagner with the 3. Knoch averages 17 threes per game. Taking them, they shoot 31% from three-point land. Boy, Gallagher's all over the place. He's called for walking, but he tied him up. However, the ball will be Knox when we return. Let's go to Ryan Burr quickly. Ryan?
I'll tell you this, Knoch is used to playing from behind. Out of the 15 games they've won, 10 of them they've had to come from behind to do it. Now, I don't think falling behind 15-2 was the game plan, but certainly these guys are not about ready to get flustered, not about ready to give up. I think the last 2 minutes here in the first quarter will tell us a lot if Knoch can regain their composure. Guys?
No question, Ryan. That's Noah Gamble in the game, number 20 for Moon. Here's another 3 outside, off, badly missed. That time it was Rupert. We've got a foul on the play, on the rebound. It may be against Gallagher here.
I think it's on MJ Knight into the game, number 21. MJ Knight was a starter most of last year, Stan, but with the emergence of Ryan Helfrich this year, his playing time has decreased, and Helfrich's been a big key. Nice inbounds play.
Yeah, nice play, exactly. Shoup gets his first 2 of the ball game. This is Noah Gamble, number 20, into the game along with MJ Knight. 2 substitutions for Moon, starting 5 in the ball game for the Knoch Knights. They trail 15-7. Long bomb outside, this time by Campo. Rebound fought for by Knight. Up and in. MJ Knight with a 2. There's that offensive rebounding advantage.
Stan, look at that. Look, Jordan Shoup, only a sophomore. He's going to be hawked all night long. We got a foul that time, but he will be hawked all night long. They'll play full court pressure the whole time. They really bothered Hopewell with that in the semifinals. Hopewell's point guard was hurt, did not play, and that was a big key in Moon's semifinal victory over Hopewell.
One of the things when you put that kind of pressure on the point guard, not only does he have to worry about distributing the basketball, but it limits his scoring. He wears down. He's their second leading scorer, and if you're going to get that kind of defense, he's not going to score. He may be able to distribute the ball, but he's not going to hit his average.
Against Thomas Jefferson, they moved him to the off-guard stand at one point in the game.
Nice steal by Moon. Gamble looking, decides better of it, and throws it back out. This is Dwayne Campo. Wing shot is good by Noah Gamble. He comes into the game for a three. Boy, they're shooting lights out.
Moon started so well here tonight, Stan. I think, well, we talked about how big of a key that was. Boy, they've looked good early on. Pretty much doing everything.
Well, another three off, no good. Rupert gets his own rebound, and they'll start the offense again. My apologies to you. Number 20 for Moon is Zach Engel.
Here in Les Shoop right next to us here, Stan, yelling, patience, patience. They want to run the clock still, even though they're down by 13. Be patient, try and get a good shot. And they just missed the guy.
He drives, running hook is good. Ryan Hollahan has 4. It's 20-9.
We talked about Ryan Hollahan. They need a game from him. Averages 15 points, 8 rebounds a game. And Knoch can just keep within 10 here, Stan. They might be okay.
It's Engel again. He's got another three. Zach Engel, the 5'11 junior, comes in, causes a turnover, and hits 2 threes.
Hard to keep within 10 when Moon's on fire.
They are shooting lights out. And again, it's Knoch that is the three-point shooting team. Shoot up, hits nothing but the net. Long pass ahead, will they have time? Gallagher, over and out.
Now that would have
almost. That would have been a dagger. It has been quite a quarter for Moon. They've scored over 80 8 times this year. They're on target to do it again. Got the wrong 20. Sorry, I didn't see what.
That's what I was pointing at.
I know.
Hey, I'm surprised it doesn't happen more. You come down and see these once a year.
Yeah. You got score stuff? Leading scores.
Monk had the best sight.
What did Moon shoot that quarter?
10 for 17.
No, that's okay. I'll just go like this.
Moon with a big lead after 1 quarter of play. They're hitting 10 from 17 from the floor. Knoch, on the other hand, 4 out of 12. Moon has a lead in rebounds, 9-4, and for a fast break team, Mike, they've not turned it over once.
They're impressive. They should have brought some candles down and put them in Knoch's mouth, Stan, because they're lighting them up right now.
Keith Samick in the game now for Knoch. He's number 10. This give and go. Shoot inside to Hollahan. Almost stolen away by Engel, but Hollahan up and in for his 6 points. He's tied for the leading scorer in the ball game. Zach Engel with 6 for Moon. Hollahan now with 6 for Knoch.
Jordan Shoop with some penetration that time. If they can get that, that will help immensely.
Campo for 3. Got it.
Wow.
That makes them 11 for 18 from the floor. They've got 4 threes.
They have this ability, Stan. They have this ability to really score.
Hollahan inside, but they'll trade baskets with him. And you can almost sense, Mike, that it's forced Knoch to up the tempo, a game that they really don't want to play. Mano off rebound by Rupert, stolen away by Campo, but it will be Knoch basketball.
You know, and everything has been pretty good shots that they've gotten, Stan. They've gotten good looks at the basket, except that one. That was a little, not the greatest shot in the world. Now Moon goes a little 2-2-1 press, a little bit of different variety instead of the man-to-man total pressure, just to throw something different at the Knights.
Mark Rupert half-court trap. Long lead pass to Holohan. Lee walk. Had the right idea. They're breaking the pressure pretty nicely, Mike, and they're getting some looks down low, but again, Moon's willing to trade baskets with him.
Well, the way Moon shoots, and you talk about Stan, talk about a magic number here. Moon's been held below 60 points only 4 times this year, Stan. 4 times. They lost 3 of those games.
They've lost 3 games all season long. Here's Campo on the drive, passes out. This is Engel for 3, in and out. And the rebound grabbed by Holohan. He was fouled, no whistle. Shipley. Shipley almost knocked him out.
Oh, he's
steal. Campo, the steal and the score. He took it away.
He just totally picked his pocket there, Stan. Dwayne Campo showing a little D. We talk about his offense, but quick hands there.
Took it from Keith Samick, who just came into the game. Now we're seeing 3/4 court pressure.
Shoot not in the game. We'll see how it affects him. Well, he's back in now.
They are trying to have Rupert handle the ball, which then gets Shoop perhaps available for more offense, so he doesn't have to handle the ball, which almost effectively takes him out of the offense.
Well, that's what they did the other night, moving Shoop to the off guard. But right here, Dwayne Campo showing some quickness with the hands. Watch, Stan, just got him on the crossover. Got him on the cross. Dwayne Campo, one of the better players in AAA, Stan, this year. 1,000-point scorer, has been on the varsity since his freshman year. 3-year starter. He's had a little bit of low Division I interest, but more like Division II, Division III interest from colleges. Great size, as we talked about before, for a guard.
I think that's a good point. At 6'4", and you almost have to be that to play anymore. Jordan Shoop back, handling the basketball, going one-on-one with Mano. He's got a lane, he drives and lays it in. That's a good offensive move. He beat Mano that time.
No one stepped up to help. Jordan Shoop takes it himself.
Shipley let him go, didn't leave his man. Gallagher inside pass for Shipley, tipped away, but Shipley comes down with it, a whistle and a foul, and A.Q. Shipley will go to the line for 2. Rookie Ryan Malone leads the X-Generation Pittsburgh Penguins into the Shark Tank tonight at 10:30 when the Pens take on the San Jose Sharks, only on Fox Sports Net. Thank goodness they won a hockey game. That was interminable. Shipley with the first of 2, he's got it. Got a nice touch.
I told you, Stan, the shoulders and the legs and everything, but he is agile.
You know, Joe Paterno told me a long time ago that one of the ways he decides on whether to recruit a kid is to go watch him play high school basketball. You get a great look at their athleticism that way, and he's done that for years. And you're right, he's very light in his feet, and hey, defensive linemen have to move too.
I've had numerous college football coaches ask me about a kid on the basketball court, what does he look like? And you're right, Penn State always looks for that.
There's the turnover. Knight comes up with it, gets over to Zach Engel. Back to Knight, got the open 3. He takes it, off no good. Rebound, fought for and taken by Ryan Holohan. He's the leading scorer for the Knoch Knights.
Look, even on a miss, Stan, they're pressuring Jordan Shoop the whole way up the court.
Shoop beat Mano last time. Here's the outside shot, off, no good. Rebound and a score. Holohan again, who's pretty much like a one-man gang. Gamble missed the shot, but Holohan was there for the rebound and putback. Mano had a lane, passes back out to Engel. Drives the lane. This is Derek Gallagher. Nice inside pass to Knight. That's a good look. Maybe we get him those floppy socks. He's earning it. That's a beautiful look by Derek Gallagher. Derek is a junior. So he'll be back next year, averages 8 points per game. Here's the pressure. They've got it beaten. Holohan, though, will have to back out. Good recovery that time by Moon.
Even though they beat the press sometimes, Stan, really they haven't been able to attack it when they do beat it. Jordan Shoop trying to create something with a little bit of penetration. Knoch needs some offense from somewhere, but they're not going to win and get in a running game here, Stan. But they're 14 behind. They need to push things a little bit now.
Jordan Shoop, just a sophomore at 6'2", coach's son. He's going to go to the line for 2. Played on the football team this year. Most likely will be
quarterback next year. Yep.
Quarterback on the basketball team, quarterback on the football team.
As you said, his brother Josh is Knoch's AD, their athletic director, but he's the coach at Homer Center High School in Indiana. They're in the Class A District 6 championship. Josh Shoup, who's one of Les's other sons, drives an hour and 15 minutes every day to school to work at Knoch.
Wow.
And then back to Homer Center for practice. That's some dedication.
In this town. Splits the two. My question is,
Where is Knoch?
How does the son? No, we're going to get to that too. But how does the son go to the dad and say, "You're doing a lousy job, Dad. I'm firing you," which the athletic director could do.
Every son, you can't fire your dad, but I guess in this case you can.
Gallagher from way out is off on the three, and Shoup comes down with the rebound. Almost loses, but maintains control. He needs some help back there. This is Noah Gamble, number 20.
Now they have a new player guarding Shoup, Zach Engel. Don Mano gave him some problems. Now they throw somebody else at him, a little bit fresher to bang him around a little bit.
Holohan way off on the three. And of course, when he's outside, there's no one to rebound. Mano, the guard, takes the long rebound. Backs Samek off a little bit. Drive by Engel, off no good, and the rebound comes to Noah Gamble.
Well, Stan, if Knoch can get within 10 at halftime, I think they should be ecstatic with the way they play.
Gamble drive off, no good, an easy rebound all alone by Zach Engel.
I think he felt the cue man right behind him, got a little nervous.
There's a steal. This is Keith Samek looking to drive, but good defense, getting back, puts it up. It's off the side of the backboard. Now the numbers are going the other way. Dom Mano, alley-oop, off for Helfrich, no good, and the rebound is fought for loose on the floor. Samek comes diving for it, and the ball will belong to Knoch.
Stan, that was shocking. I never expected that from them two with a little alley-oop and almost a one-handed dunk by Ryan Helfrich.
Didn't work, but it sure looked good. There's the alley-oop. Now Ryan will think about that one tonight. Right now, Moon's thinking about the AAA championship here on Fox Sports Net. Okay.
Today's game is being broadcast on the NSN Sports Network. You can listen to the game anytime you want to. On www.nsnsports.com. The exclusive hall to the 2004 WPIAL High School Basketball Playoffs is the NSN Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Class AAA finals here at the A.J. Palumbo Center. I'll tell you this, Moon gets so much credit for their offensive exploits, and why not? They are the leading scoring team in the WPIALs, but I'll tell you what, they do it with their defense, and that's what they do in practice. It's all about defense with this team. The only way you can get to 80 points is by getting a lot of easy baskets. That's what this team does. They shoot so many layups because of their defensive pressure. Well, that's why you score 80 points a game. Guys, back over to you.
Thanks, Ryan. And to give up just 54 points per game when you're pushing it up that often, that gives the other team, and there's a three by Dom Mano, that gives the other team that many more possessions when you're only taking 8-10 seconds to score.
Well, one of the things they do, Stan, we talked about Jeff Ackerman. He coached with Tim McConnell over at Chartiers Valley and brought Tim McConnell's defensive philosophies with him. And he told me there's 5 main points that Coach McConnell preaches, and one of them you're seeing right there on Jordan Shoup. Always cut the court in half and force the point guard to the side. Which they did there, but they did not get any help on Jordan Shoup.
Knoch shooting 9 for 21 from the floor. Moon 14 for 27 and 5 for 11 from three-point range. Knoch, on the other hand, they shoot a lot of threes. They're just 1 for 9 from 3. Campo with a 3.
They'll run that high screen for him, Stan, a lot of times just to get him a shot. He used it right there. Knox defender hedge, but then come out. You can't let Dwayne Campo shoot an uncontested three-pointer.
6 for 12 from three-point range now for Moon. Coming back into the game, one of the starters, Ryan Zaitchik. Dwayne Campo inside, outside.
Presents
There's
those
another
size
turnover.
problems.
2-on-1, nice pass to Gallagher. Mano makes the smart pass, and Gallagher gets the deuce. And now Moon almost has doubled up the Knoch Knights. Break the press nicely. Corey Wagner to shoot. Rupert off for the three. Boy, Gallagher really has played extremely well on both ends of the floor. We don't talk about him much. Probably should have. Look at that move and drive, and no. They called him for a walk.
Called him for a walk. Here's a trivia question. There's a man involved, gentleman involved in this game tonight who was a starter on Duquesne University's last NCAA championship team.
Don Gambridge.
You got it.
Don Gambridge.
One of the officials. One of the officials
Yes,
who made that call. And I'm not going to say it was a bad call.
Well, Gumby they used to call him.
That's right.
Still do. Drive across the lane by Wagner is off to a good, batted up in the air, and it's Helfrich who comes up with it. MJ Knight to Gallagher. Campo didn't have it. Nice Nye drive by Knight. But a nice follow. Ryan Helfrich with the follow.
The funk, the man they call the funk, we're right there. We got the funk. Gotta have that funk.
What do they call him, the funk?
I don't know. His players told me they don't know why, but that's what everybody calls him.
He's not in one tonight. Neither is Moon. Shoot.
Oh, that looked like on the arm.
Foul by Helfrich. No call there on the three. Long bomb outside. It's very short. Mark Rupert now.
Stan, every one of Knoch's shots really is contested.
There's Zaitchik. Ryan Zaitchik hits the three. Last shot. And Campo gets free reign. No one came on him, and he missed the three. Ball tipped up, off, no good, and that'll end the first half. He was looking for a shot, and no one came up to take him. Right now, it's Moon doing all the taking. We have reached the halfway mark of the AAA championship game. Moon leading 41-23. Let's go to Ryan Burr with Jeff Ackerman.
Thanks a lot, Stan. 41-23 at the half. Head coach of Moon, Jeff Ackerman. Jeff, your team shot lights out today, but defensively is really where they've controlled this game.
That's what we want to do. We want to come out, we want to play hard, and our main thing is we want to take pride in our defense and pressure them as much as we possibly can. That's the way we played all year. That's the way we want to play tonight.
Up 18 at the break, you're on pace for your 80, but with a big lead like this, any chance you maybe take a little wear out of the ball, or are you guys going to continue to run and gun?
Well, we want to play our game, and if we have a lead like this late, we're going to pull it out and run some stuff and try to take clock. Right now, we don't care how many points we score. All we want to do is win the game. If we have to score 50 to win, we'll score 50. We have to score 80 to win, we'll score 80. So whatever it takes us to win is what we're going to do.
Last thing, Coach, do you expect one more big run from Knoch? Do you think this game's over?
No, this game's not over at all. No, they're a great team. They beat two of the best teams in AAA. And if we're not ready to play second half, we're going to lose. So we're going to play 4 quarters tonight if we want to win the championship.
Best of luck, Coach, in the second half. 41-23, Moon out on top. We'll have second half highlights when we return on Fox Sports Net.
All right, Greg, what's up? Good.
You like that? Where's that bat?
People don't take the mic from me anymore.
Thank you, Raj.
Double stage manager.
Okay.
This one? Does a lot of the big games. Yeah, he's done a few state games too. He's got a brother that refs with him sometimes too.
He doesn't like me.
Wow.
So I did Duquesne basketball on radio, and apparently one day I said, one of the games when we're playing badly. I said something about it. He's held a grudge for 25 years.
Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, there's always a little bit, you know what I mean? There's like a little bit of... At the outset, we talked about controlling tempo being the key. Clearly, Moon has controlled the tempo, and they have controlled the game. Some games come as surprises, Mike, but this one pretty much comes as advertised.
Well, we talked about Moon, the high-scoring team, Stan. The way they've shot in the first half, whap, whap, whap. I got looking at the record books here, leafing through them. They're on pace to break a record. The record for the AAA championship game for three-pointers is only 9. Matter of fact, that's for all championship games. They've already got 6, so they're on pace for that. The AAA scoring record for a final game is only 84 points. They're on pace to maybe break that also. They have been very impressive, showing why, indeed, they have been number 1 all year.
Obviously, they have shot extremely well, over 50% from the floor and 50% from three-point range. There isn't an NBA team out there that wouldn't like to have that. What has Knoch been unable to do? I mean, how much of this is Moon just playing lights out? How much of this is Knoch being overwhelmed?
Well, Moon has this ability to do this, Stan. What makes Moon tough and what has created problems for Knoch, first off, they're not getting out and contesting shots very well, but Moon does it with a number of people. We talk about Dwayne Campo, he does it. Here comes Zach Engel off the bench, he knocks down 2 threes. Then they throw the ball inside to Ryan Helfrich. Very well-rounded team, and they're showing you why a lot of people think they could play even with the best quad A teams.
Very, very impressive performance thus far, an 18-point lead, and at one point, Knoch was down 13, maybe you pare it down to 10, you got a chance. Now it's back up to 18, although who knows, Moon could definitely cool off. We'll see. When we come back, we'll look at some of the highlights of the first half. Right now, pretty much all the highlights belong to the Moon Tigers. We'll be back in just a moment.
Knoch is out. You want to take the coach first? You want to do the... Okay. I'm going to let him go over to the bench then, and once they get into the highlights and the stats, I'll go over and talk to him. Well, he was right next to me. He just walked by. Do you want me to grab him first or no? It's up to you. Okay. Okay. All right, sounds good.
What do you got? Just want us to wing it? When I work with you, I have to.
No, I don't think they'd beat him.
Okay.
They'd give him a game.
We go right to stats out of the highlights?
Yes. Okay, yeah, he's ready.
Who's Moon's leading scorer? How many? 10? What about Holohan? The score pretty much tells the story, but Mike, I thought you made an excellent point. What I've been surprised, Moon has played 7 players, and every single one of them has contributed in one way or another, but the leading scorer is Dwayne Campo with 10 points.
You know, he's done his thing, which is key for Moon, but as we've said, their other players have done their thing. And if you look at the first half highlights here, Stan, Moon, they've run, they've played very good defense, and there's a good backdoor cut right there, set play with Dwayne Campo. And Zach Engel came off the bench. What a lift he gave them. He did the same thing the other night in the semifinals against Hopewell. And there's the D that has been overshadowed this year for Moon by Dwayne Campo.
And for the Knoch Knights, Ryan Hollihan, their leading scorer, leads them tonight with 8 points. He's done yeoman's work, but he hasn't gotten a whole lot of support.
Now, their guards have not come through for them, Stan, and they're just getting pressure. They can't get any good looks at the basket, but Hollihan has done his job, averages 15 a game. He's on pace for that, but they need some more from their guards, and they need to defend.
Well, the score tells the story, but the stats tell the story of the score. You can see the field goal shooting percentage. Again, I find it amazing that Moon's turnover rate is so low. A team that likes to push it up the floor, generally a fast break team, is going to commit some turnovers.
Well, you know what, Stan? They're experienced. They're very experienced. This team, all 5 starters, were on the team that made it to the WPIAL semifinals last year and lost to Blackhawk. They've played together since they were young. They get along. They have team chemistry, and that shows when you don't have many turnovers.
4 seniors and 1 junior. Knoch is down by 18 points, and their coach, Les Shoup, is standing by with Ryan.
Thanks a lot, Stan. Coach down 18. What do you say to your guys? What adjustments can we expect early on?
Well, the only way we can get back in the game is to play better defense. Right now, we're letting them have wide open shots, and the ones they miss, they're getting second shots. So that's a lethal combination. So we just have to get tougher defensively or we can't win.
Moon obviously shoots lights out in the first half. You think that's a product of your defense more so than the way they came out of the locker room?
You know what? It's probably a combination of both. They're very good shooters, and we're giving them open shots. It's like a game of horse right now.
Can you get back in it?
If we play defense, I hope we can.
Thanks a lot, Coach.
Thank
Best
you.
of luck in the second half. Well, it's 41-23 here at the A.J. Palumbo Center. We'll have second half action when we return on Fox Sports Net.
Sports.
Happy faces on the Moon side. We'll see what Knoch's able to do as we begin the second half. Like I found it very indicative that Knoch came back on the floor with 5 minutes and 15 seconds still to go before the third. What are you going to say?
Yeah, there isn't much to say. I think you got to defend a little bit. Maybe hope that Moon's shooting is a little off this half, Stan.
Derek Gallagher, number 23, hands off to Campo, leading scorer with 10. Gallagher has 5 rebounds. They'll take it back out, don't like the set. Shipley posted up on one of the high blocks near the foul line. They've kind of got a double stack going there with Helfrich. In case you don't watch much high school basketball, there is no shot clock. 8-minute quarter. They're being very patient, Mike.
Well, I think they can, Stan. They'll probably try and take a little time off the clock. Now, they don't have to throw up as many threes now, but you know, maybe Knoch can play a little better defense this half and see what happens.
Gallagher driving back out to Mano. Wide open three, off no good. Rebound ripped out of there by Corey Wagner. And here comes Jordan Shoup. Nice behind the back move. He's got the jumper, puts up. He's fouled from behind by Dom Mano. That will be a shooting foul.
Jordan Shoup, they could use a little more from him this half offensively. I think Stan, he averages 14 a game. Only a sophomore.
Mike, you've coached your sons. It cannot be easy.
Coached against him in 5th and 6th grade.
Did you really?
We played Knoch in 5th grade. Didn't know who he was. Here comes this kid first time down the court, behind the back, scored 27 points. I said, and I look at his name. Oh, he's a Shoup. I knew what. I knew what was going on then.
It's got to be tough for the son and the dad and the brother's the athletic director, but it must be very difficult coaching your own son.
It is very difficult, and the hardest thing is on the son, because he better be a lot better than everybody, because everybody says he gets special treatment because your son, but most coaches whose sons play for them are harder on their own sons than anybody else.
So Knoch gets the first two of the second half. We've already played a minute and a half, only 2 points scored, no buckets yet. That's fine with Moon, who came into the third quarter. Offensive foul by Ryan Helfrich, number 34. Good defensive positioning. Don Gambridge makes that call.
Stan, I don't know if Moon is doing this on purpose, but it seems like they're almost pulling the ball out and they're trying to take time off the clock. They need to just play.
Let's see if they can get a little momentum here. Need a hoop virtually every trip down the floor. Down 16. Wagner to Rupert. Tight man-to-man defense, and he got away with it. Well, good pressure defense by the Moon Tigers. There's a pick up high. Shoup looks to take Mano. Can't do it. Boy, every shot is contested. Every dribble's contested. Every pass is contested.
Dom Mano's done a very good job on Jordan Shoup. I think he's one of the unsung heroes on this team.
Rupert trying to draw a foul. And Shipley with the quick hands, quick feet, and the steal.
I think he thought that was a fumble, Stan. But I don't think a lot of coaches, don't like football players playing because they're not around a lot, but some football players bring a certain toughness to your team.
Campo, nice rebound, and he adjusted him in there to get the deuce. He's got 12, back to an 18-point lead. Side check, off, no good. Tip, good by Ryan Holohan. He's got 10. Good positioning.
Boy, if Knoch was going to have a chance, Stan, they needed to knock down some threes, and they've struggled doing it tonight. Good high-low set. Called offensive foul.
Well, I invite you to join me each weeknight at 6:30 p.m. for Savran on Sports Beat. We talk about the day's activities each and every day. Special guests. We have the news of the day, but most of all, it's me and you talking on the telephone. Just that simple. Me and you talking sports on Savran on Sports Beat on Fox Sports Net. I ad-libbed that, Mike. I know a little something about the program, I guess.
I would hope.
I know it doesn't appear like that often, like I know what's going on, but try to keep up with it.
Hey, I was impressed.
It doesn't take much to impress you,
doesn't.
Apparently.
This Moon team's impressed me.
They certainly have. Impressed everybody. Come as advertised, 23-3. There's a reason for it. Zychek, the jumper, off the front rim. The rebound taken by Helfrich. Left-handed outlet pass to Dom Mano. Got Campo in the right corner looking to make a move. Stops, puts it up, and it's good.
Stan, when he does well and showed it right there, he can shoot off the dribble. A lot of high school kids, that's become a lost art, but Dwayne Campo does it pretty darn well, shooting off the dribble.
Almost a steal by Campo. Corey Wagner off the glass. Holohan fights. The ball tipped over to Shipley. Got a 1-on-2. Let's see what Helfrich does. He takes it to the hole. Misses, enters a foul. Mano fouled the rebounder, Corey Wagner.
Ryan Helfrich getting out ahead of the pack from a forward spot. Just not able to finish the play. Watch this outlet pass here. Well, we missed that from AQ. Helfrich's left-handed right there in case he might have wanted to use that right hand there, Stan.
Zychek hustled back nicely, but was only able to swipe at it. It did cause him to take a different angle to the basket. Created the miss.
See, now you look at Moon. Now they bring in Zach Engel, and he'll beat up on Jordan Shoup for a little while.
And a nice runner by Jordan Shoup. Nice job there.
Jordan Shoup's talented, Stan. He's only a sophomore, and he's got a real bright future ahead of him.
6'2", may not be done growing. I want to give Engel some props, too, because his 2 threes really blew the game open. There's a drive by Campo, off no good, and Shoup comes down with a rebound, but Engel really kind of blew it open. Here's the long bounce pass, but again, Derek Gallagher hustling back on defense. I'm very impressed with him. Inside feed to Helfrich. Nice look by Engel. And the biggest lead of the game, well, it's 18. The biggest lead has been at 18 on a number of occasions.
Zach Engel, I've been impressed with him. He's come in giving him a big spark, both with shooting and the pass that time. He can shoot and he can dish.
And he plays pretty good defense, too. I agree, Mike. Shoup tries to take him, but Engel cuts him off. Inside pass, back outside to Rupert. Drives baseline, puts up the jumper. It's off no good. Rebound, fought for, and we got a jump ball. A.Q. Shipley on the block.
You know, he ran into a big boulder, namely AQ's arm, and the ball just stopped.
Big Ten running backs, beware. 2:49 to play third quarter, and Moon maintaining their 18-point lead that they had at the half. Knoch shooting 12 of 33 from the floor, which translates to about 38%. This one's easy. Moon 20 out of 40. Also hitting 50% from three-point land. Rebounds, Knoch holding their own. Moon with an advantage, 20-16. The inbounds pass out to Ryan Holohan. Holohan takes the jumper. Air ball is taken down by Dwayne Campo.
He was waiting to get a foul there, Stan. I think he thought he was going to get hacked from behind and really threw a shot off.
Shipley inside. That's a good big man pivot.
The Q.
That's very nice.
The Q with an up and under. You should have seen the other night, Stan. He was going against Craig Bokar, a Pitt recruit who's close to 300 pounds. There's a little bit of banging going on between those two.
Shoup with the miss and the rebound of the floor to Engel. You see a big man execute those kinds of moves. There's Engel with another three. This one's off, and the rebound fought for by Shipley, but it comes off to Knoch. You see a big man with those kinds of moves, that's hours and hours and hours of just doing it in practice, sometimes by yourself.
Well, he's an athlete, Stan. And, and actually, he scored more last year. Jeff Ackerman told me he's a little heavier this year and doesn't quite get up and down. He's a little tired right now. He's huffing and puffing a little bit, but he was actually scoring more last year and more of an integral part of their offense. Then Helfrich came on this year and has been bigger for them on the inside.
Kick out of bounds by Rupert, and Knoch will inbound again. Coming to the game now. Moon beginning to substitute just a little bit. This is Jason Clark, number 40. Jason is a junior, 6 feet tall.
You know what we need to do, Stan? I'm sure people wonder, where is Knoch, right? Knoch's, the name of the school district, Southwest Butler School District, out near Butler, PA.
In Saxonburg, right?
In the town of Saxonburg. Basically, you can go Route 8 and make a right on Dinner Bell Road. And that's where it is. And it's 6 miles on Dinner Bell Road.
Call me anything, but just don't call me late for dinner.
A little bit out in the wilderness, but, they've had some decent football teams. They've had some good basketball teams, too. And Les Shoup's had some, last year they were in the state playoffs, so he's done a pretty good job.
Knoch calls timeout after the trap. They were forced into that one. WPIAL High School's basketball championships continue here on Fox Sports Net tomorrow with the girls' Quad A matchup between Oakland Catholic and Newcastle starting at 4 p.m. presented by McDonald's. 3 games for you tomorrow on Fox Sports Net. Don't forget the Penguins come on tonight at 10:30. Is Knoch an abbreviation for something? How do you get?
You know what? I don't know that, Stan. I don't know where that ever came from. It's been around. The school's been around. It's not new. It's been around, I think, for 30 to 40 years, I believe. And it's in that little town of Saxonburg. You can't blink, and you'll miss Saxonburg. But they've had some athletes. Probably their most famous graduate, Stan, Scott Thompson. Played in the Major Leagues Baseball for the Chicago Cubs.
That is Scott with 1 T.
That is correct.
Inside pass to Rupert. The ball comes out to Hollahan. He misses.
Over
Tries to get his own tip and right. He fouls. MJ Knight on the rebound.
Moon's had a couple of pretty famous graduates over the years, too.
Kevin Towers.
Keith Towers.
Keith Towers, excuse me.
He was the last time they won a section. It was with Keith Tower, the 6'11 center. Played at Notre Dame. Had a cup of coffee in the NBA as Shaquille O'Neal's backup with the Orlando Magic.
I know Shaq would recognize him if he saw him today. Engel, nice dribble, drive, and score. Boy, how does he not a starter? That tells you how good this Moon team is. He's a terrific player. Campo up and over. Easy, Dwayne. You got a PIAA game coming up. We got to talk about this. They're sitting there at a 22-point lead, so both of these teams are going to advance, however.
Dwayne Campo getting ready for track season on the high jump.
I heard Rob King got run over. Of course, that happens a lot. Had nothing to do with the game.
He got hurt. He got a bruise on his leg from a player ran into the table there. I admire him, though. He played hurt, Stan. Did the rest of the game still.
Did the rest of the game. He's going back to work tonight, and he wanted everybody to be aware of that, too.
I think they shot him up at halftime, and he was able to finish.
What kind of man rolls up his pant leg to show a bruise? You could barely even see it. He was showing us. He was talking about it. Last shot now for Moon in the quarter. Campo is going to try to go one-on-one.
Off the screen. He'll take his man.
Nice crossover. Nice! And they're going to call a block. I thought he had all ball, but the foul is going to be called on Mark Rupert. Mark is a senior, 6'3", and he'll get 2.
They have not done real well on that high screen tonight, Knoch. They have not hedged well. That time they did a pretty good job. Campo's defender caught up to him, just hacked him from behind. Once again, there stands Dwayne Campo showing his ability to shoot off the dribble.
That's 15 points now for Dwayne Campo, who's nearing his average. He had 18 against Hopewell in the semifinals, as Coach Les Sheep looks on. Average is 18, gunning for 16 right here.
Talking about shooters at Moon, I tell you, they had one of the best shooters all time in the WPIAL stand years ago. Tommy Richards went on to Pitt.
Played out of Pitt. All right, the desperation 3 falls short, and you're looking at Jeff Ackerman, and he's looking at Moon's first WPIAL championship. We've played 3, 8 more minutes to go on Fox Sports Net.
Okay. It's your call. I could care less. Okay, sounds good.
Okay. Raj, where are you taking me for dinner?
Alrighty.
I know.
And welcome back to the Palumbo Center. Moon in total control here, and you have to be impressed with what Moon has done. But Dwayne Campo, I'll tell you what, really has a great understanding of the basketball game. California, Slippery Rock, both very interested in him playing college basketball. 1,400 career points, and clearly, in my estimation, the best player on the court tonight. Just dominates the basketball game with his rebounding, with his scoring, with his passing. Having a great game, guys.
A lot of kids having good games. MJ Knight drives the baseline and blocked out of bounds. The winner of this game, which would appear to be the Moon Tigers, will go on to play the number 4 team from District 10. That will be either Warren or Corey. And Knoch will play Central Cambria from District 6. Is that right, Mr. High School Editor Guru?
That is correct, sir.
I stole that off the notes you gave me. Sorry. Helfrich posting.
Oh, nice walk.
Play the MJ Knight. Faked the jumper, saw the pass. Nice job by Ryan Helfrich to MJ Knight. Biggest lead of the game at 25.
And what helped there is he's left-handed. Stan was able to fire that pass with his left hand. You know, Moon, Stan, this is their premier team. But I really think the job Jeff Ackerman's done, and talking to him, they've got some younger kids coming up too. This team's loaded with seniors. There's one of the juniors, Derek Gallagher, there, but they've got some very good young groups. He told me his 9th grade group is the best group he thinks they have. They go 10 deep. So this may not be a one-time thing for Moon.
Holohan inside, off the glass and in. Nice move for a big man. Holohan, he's only a junior. He'll be back 6'7", averaging 15 points per game.
They'll have Holohan back. They'll have Shoot back. They'll have Ryan Zychek back. So the cupboard will not be bare for the Knights.
Clark misses the 3. The long rebound came to Gallagher, and Engel will set it up. Got a lane. He'll take it. Nice drive and score. Zach Engel. Not only is it a nice shot, he saw the opening and he took it.
The Z-Man, he has been a real spark plug for them tonight, Stan. It's nice to have a guard to come off the bench and do the things he can do.
I still say those 2 threes, it would have ended up the same way anyway, most likely, but those 2 threes kind of set the tone early on. Holohan, fall away, jump off, no good. Rebound, fought for and taken by Clark. He gets it off to Engel.
A lot of Moon's players are interchangeable too, Stan. Engel can play the point, he can play the off guard. Dom Mano's in there, he can play the point, he can play the off guard.
Nice.
You got Compo, can play them both too.
Helfrich wants baseline. Good defense by Rupert. Almost throws it away, but Gallagher comes out of there with it.
Right here.
Whoops. Back door. MJ Knight. That's another good look.
From Zach Engel again.
.27 lead. That's the biggest of the game. Inside to Holohan. He forces one up. It is off. No good. 1-on-3 underneath there, and Jason Clark comes down with the rebound and gives it to Engel.
The Moon fans chanting, how'd you get here, Stan? Well, hey, Knoch had a great run. Nobody expected them to get here. They deserve a lot of credit. They were the number 3 team from their section.
Helfrich turn around with the jump hook, and Shoot comes out of there with the rebound. Shoot drives off the front rim, no good, and the tip in. Noah Gamble with the tip, his first 2 of the night.
I mean, Knoch beat a good Uniontown team to get here, but Stan, this has gone, here comes Engel again. This has gone the way I think, coming into the year, everybody thought AAA was going to be down besides Moon. And I think we're seeing here in the end that has come to fruition.
Rupert, long rebound, batted out. Gamble hits the 3. Noah Gamble with a 3. He scores 5 points in a row. 3:55 to play in the basketball game. Knoch has brought it back to within 22, but running out of time to say the very least. You're watching the AAA Boys Championship on Fox Sports Net. Who's the leading scorers, Duff?
Compo with 15. And Holohan with 12.
How many shoot have? 11.
Who's the second leading scorer for Moon? Moon. Leading scorers in the ball game, you're looking at him, Dwayne Campo. He's got 15 points. Zach Engel off the bench has 10 for Moon. And for Knoch, Ryan Holohan with 12 and Jordan Shoup with 11. Full court pressure by Knoch. Shipley back in the game, by the way. I don't think you need me to tell you that. If you're watching your screen, you know who he is.
There's Campo, like I said, Stan, he can play shooting guard and he can play point guard.
Cooper batted it away, but again, the twin high post. Now they run the play, a couple of high screens. Matt Yord in the game. He's number 11 for the Tigers. First time he's been in a steal. Here's Shoup. Layup score. He's got 13 and now leads the Knoch Knights. More full court pressure. Mano will handle it this time around.
Well, Shoup has got his points tonight, but the problem is they haven't been able to stop anybody. Here's Dom Mano, Stan. He's another piece of the puzzle that came to Moon last year. Oh.
There's a foul. Rupert got him, and Campo will go to the line for 2.
Dom Mano moved to Moon before his junior year from Harbor Creek High School up near Erie. Another piece of the puzzle that I've talked about. It's nice to have somebody come in and can play point guard like he can. Doesn't score a lot, 8 a game, but he's been a key for them also. And a 4.0 grade point average. Number 4, Dom Mano.
Well, again, that takes some of the pressure off Campo so that he can, as a 2 guard, play some offense and let the point guard, in this case Mano, bring the ball up the floor.
And it apparently has not hurt their chemistry that much. When you have a guy come in from another district that plays a lot, it can destroy some of your chemistry, but this team really seems to play together.
Jeff Ackerman now emptying his bench. Tyler Hershberger, number 31, comes into the ball game.
Stan, with the job Jeff Ackerman's done here tonight, there's a pretty big Quad A basketball job open, North Allegheny High School. I know they've already called Tim McConnell, Danny Holzer, Upper St. Clair, Bill Swan at Hempfield. I wonder if they'll call Mr. Ackerman to see if he'd like to jump up into Quad A.
Holohan inside. It's off no good, but he's fouled, and he will go to the line for a couple.
Because Jeff Ackerman has done an excellent job. You got to give him credit. And like I said, he's got a program going here. He's got a good thing going. Still teaches at Chartiers Valley, though, does Jeff Ackerman.
Do you think there's a possibility they talk to the other coaches for as far as a recommendation is concerned, or get their opinion?
Well, I think with a job like that, they will get some opinions, and they'll look and see who is young and who has done well in the last few years, and he's got to be somebody you look at.
Dom Mano coming out of the ball game for Moon. And coming in is Drew Karanowitz. Drew's a junior at 5'8". So very few of the starters are left on the floor. In fact, the only one right now is Dwayne Campo. We've got 2:50 to play in the game. We'll take a break. It's Moon, all Moon. 59-39. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back to the Palumbo Center. Remember, a triple header for you tomorrow on Fox Sports Net beginning at 4 p.m. Quad A girls, we'll have double A boys and quad A boys tomorrow for you on our triple header. Jason Clark, the inbound from Moon. Again, full court pressure. Drew Koranowicz bumped out of bounds, but he'll retain possession. All substitution lineup now for the Tigers.
Mark Rupert still on the court for Knoch, one of their starters. He'll be here next year, staying playing football at Duquesne. He's a quarterback, a very good quarterback for Knoch. Threw for over 1,000 yards the last few years, and he has signed with Duquesne.
Nice steal by Keith Samick. So Knoch will take the ball, inbounded from three-quarter court.
You know, the other thing I think where Moon had an advantage tonight, they just out-physical Knoch. They're bigger, stronger. I think they bang more inside. And that comes, I think, from their section. They play against teams like Hopewell, and Hopewell will bang you. Blackhawk can be physical.
Foul on the floor. And the foul goes against Drew Koranowicz.
Moon has had some success the last 6-7 years staying in other sports. They won a WPIAL championship with Mark Capuano in football. They were state champs in baseball back-to-back in 2001 and 2002. Now the basketball team gets to join in on the championship stuff.
Pretty good senior class for the starters, our seniors. This is Jordan Shoup with 14. He's got his team's lead now. New man into the ball game is Jeremy Pronto, number 2. He's 5'8". He is a junior.
Jeremy Pronto, he has to be fast, doesn't he, Stan?
Got to be. Got to be. At least quick. Get over here, Jeremy Pronto.
There he is. Oh.
Quick, lost the ball, though. Here's the driving layup by Rupert, and he scores. Samick pressing Koranowicz. And fouls him.
You know, I don't know if Moon's in any danger here, but there is still 2 minutes left. Knoch has most of its starters still on the court. It's a 16-point game only, and with a few turnovers, maybe a 3, that could be a 10-point game.
Coming up at 9 tonight, it's Pittsburgh Sports Tonight. Have all the latest news, of course, the playoff recap. The Steelers make a couple of roster cuts, and the Pirates, as you know, are in spring training. We'll have a report from Brent Stover. This is Pronto. He gets one up quickly. Ball tapped away, off no good. And Samick with the rebound. They've got numbers, 3 on 2. The drive to the hoop. Shoup is fouled on the drive. Chad Tenney is called with the foul, number 42 for Moon.
White, blue, white.
Well, Jordan Shoup, he's got some points here tonight, but has had to battle for all of them, and he's going to get his average 13, 14 points a game. This game's going to end up the score a lot closer than it really was in reality, Stan.
Biggest lead was 27, now down to 16.
See, he's bringing 2 guards back in.
Yes, he is. Gallagher and Engel are coming back into the game now because of the backcourt pressure.
Yeah, you know, the chances of it happening aren't real good, but with a few turnovers and 2 threes, all of a sudden it's a 10-point game with a minute 30 left, and you got to put all your starters back in.
Shoup makes 1 out of 2. He's got 15. So more veteran players will handle this full court pressure.
That's the pistol he brought back in.
That's right. He's worthy of the pistol.
I got to get him some floppy socks.
And a timeout by Moon. I would imagine Jeff Ackerman is going to decide here, let's only take it to the basket. There's something wide open. Now Knoch is going to come in with 5 new players.
So that will pretty much clinch it. You know, the funny thing is, well, I thought we were on possible record pace at halftime, 41 points. Moon's only scored 18 this half. So forget about the record, but the Tigers, have earned their stripes tonight. They've been impressive.
They had an 18-point lead at half. If you join us a bit late, it was 41-23, 18-point lead. Lead sits at 15. But again, Jeff Ackerman began to pull his starters with 3.5 minutes to go, and that's one of the primary reasons they caught up without taking anything away from Knoch. Coming into the game now for the Knoch Knights, Eric Check. As many names to you as we can. Tim Hickey, number 14.
Bill Elliott.
Kyle Reaping, number 50. And number 30, you mentioned Bill Elliott. Got an outside weave going here now. Jason Clark to Derek Gallagher. Matt Yord, number 11.
Well, you know, you could probably start talking about what's Moon's chances for a state title. Both teams will go on to the state playoffs. On the West this year, staying in AAA, there's not another great team. Franklin is not what they used to be. So there's not a great team. I think Moon has a good shot of going to Hershey. Up there, it gets tough, though.
Who's on the other side of the state in AAA this year?
Steelton High Spire is very good again. There's a team called Northeastern that hasn't been much in the past, but they're very good from District 3. Team that won it last year, Lancaster Catholic, should be pretty good again. So if they get there, they'll have their hands full.
There's a long bomb by Yord. It's off no good, and the rebound taken down by Eric Check for Knoch. Scott Muska hits the bucket. He gets his name in the scorebook. Angle, no look pass inside. That is a
now that's a pass.
Tyler Hershberger with the bucket and a steal. Yord drives and scores. He gets his name in the book, and as a scrub myself, believe me, that's a big thrill.
He got hammered on the shot, too.
He doesn't care. Drive inside, the flip up is off no good as the clock runs down and out. And you're looking at the Moon Tigers and Jeff Ackerman, the WPIAL AAA champion for 2004. Well, Knoch can take maybe some solace. They outscored Moon in the second half by 1 point, but Moon outscored Knoch by 18 in the first. They win 17 by 17, and they win the AAA championship. We'll be back with the medal presentations coming up next here on Fox Sports Net. We doing that now, or are we doing the medal presentation first? We doing this now or the medal presentation? Yeah. Okay. Will that last segment be on camera or on headset? All right. Welcome back to the Palumbo Center. You see the final score. You're about to meet the champions and the runners-up. Let's go to our public address announcer, Joe Lodge.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to present the awards to these two fine basketball teams. We begin with the 2004 WPIAL AAA Boys runners-up, the Knoch Knights. Presenting the awards on behalf of the WPIAL are Jack Fullen and Chuck Rudder. Number 10, Keith Samick. Number 12, Jordan Shoup. Number 14, Tim Hickey. Number 20, Noah Gamble. Number 22, Ryan Zychek. Number 24, Paul Brzozowski. Number 30, Bill Elliott. Number 32, Cody Clark. Number 34, Scott Muska. Number 40, Ryan Holohan. 42, Mark Rupert. 44, Corey Wagner. Number 50, Kyle Reaping. Number 52, Eric Check. Head coach of the Knights, Les Shoup. Assistant coach, Dee Falks. Trainer, John Geist. Manager, Andy Bielstein. Manager, Chris Bielstein. Manager, Josh Stewart. And the athletic director, Josh Shoup. Accepting the trophy for the Knights will be the team captains, number 10, number 20, number 40, and number 42. The Knoch Knights finished the tournament with a record of 15-11, and they now go on to represent the WPIAL in the state tournament as the number 2 team out of our District 7. They will play against the 3rd place team out of District 6, that's Central Cambria. That game will be played at a site to be determined next Friday, March 5th. And let's have a round of applause for our 2004 AAA runners-up, the Knoch Knights. And now for our 2004 Class AAA Boys champions, the Moon Tigers. Number 32, Dwayne Campo. 52, A.Q. Shipley. 34, Ryan Helfrich. Number 4, Dom Mano. 21, M.J. Knight. Number 11, Matt Yord. 23, Derek Gallagher. Number 20, Zach Engel. 40, Jason Clark. Number 10, Drew Karanowitz. Number 2, Jeremy Pronto. 42, Chad Trenny. Number 15, Danny Walsh. Number 31, Tyler Hirschberger. Number 22, Andy Dowdell. Coach of the Tigers, Jeff Ackerman. Coach Bob Williams. Coach Darrell Current. Coach Jamie Battles. Scorekeeper Dan Felter. Trainer Jerry McFarland. Principal Mike Hauser. And the athletic director Bill Moore. Accepting the championship trophy will be the 6 senior members of the Moon Tigers. The Tigers finished this tournament with a record of 24-3 and now go on to the state tournament as the #1 team from District 7. They will play against the 4th place team out of District 10. That will either be Slippery Rock or Erie Strong Vincent. That game will be played at a site to be determined next Friday, March 5th. And now let's hear it for our 2004 AAA champions, the Moon Tigers.
That's a once-in-a-lifetime moment there. Ryan Burr standing by with the winning coach tonight, a championship coach, Jeff Ackerman. Ryan?
Well, thanks a lot, Stan. The winning coach of the WPIAL AAA, Jeff Ackerman's got to be a great feeling. What's going through your mind right now?
It's a great feeling. I'm really happy for these guys. This is a great group of kids on the court, off the court. They're good students. They work hard. They're a pleasure to be around. They work their butt off, and they deserve it tonight. I'm really proud of these guys. They came out from the start, and they got it.
Jeff, this game was really decided in the first quarter. Your overwhelming pressure, the way you came out and shot the ball tonight. Was that kind of the plan, to see if you could go up early and put them away?
We felt that if they got any kind of lead, they were going to hold the ball and try to slow it down. We wanted an up-tempo game as much as we could get. So I told them, come out from the start, great ball pressure, play intense defense. That's what we did. We shot the ball well. When we shoot the ball well, we're a pretty good team. We got the lead on them, they couldn't hold it, and from then on, we rolled from there. So,
Coach, we now turn the page to the state tournament. Mike White says the Moon's got a chance to get to Hershey. Obviously, that's the goal. What has to happen for you guys to make it to the next level?
We just got to take it one game at a time. You know, the hardest part about the states is getting back up again. And you played the Plumbo Center in front of this many people. What a great atmosphere, what a great night. And now to start over again Monday on round 1 and work to get ready for a game next weekend. It's tough. So the first game's really tough, and we think we can do it, but you know what? It's going to be tough. It's a 32-team tournament. You got to take it one at a time, and hopefully we'll play hard. And we play hard, we play like this, we like our chances.
All right, Coach, congratulations on today. Let's bring in Dwayne Campo. Dwayne, you've had a great season. 1,400 points for your career. It's capped off with a WPIAL championship. At the start of the year, did you think this could be possible?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Came into the season #1 in all of WPIAL, and our team had a really good upside on us. And this team last year, we lost Blackhawk in the semifinals, but I think we learned a lot from that point, and that's how we got here and played big in this game as well.
To do it in your senior year, does that make it that much more special, knowing this is your last run? And the next time you lose, that's going to be it, so I'm sure you don't want to go out.
That's right. Coach kept on telling us, you know, it's your last shot at WPIAL's, last chance you're going to get. Got a good team this year, man, good shot. So these kids worked hard and we stayed with it.
Last thing for you, the way this game started, you guys came out on absolute fire. Seemed to spark the team defensively. Just kind of talk about the defensive effort.
Defensively, not only this game, but the first 2 games before this, we gave up 41 and 46 points. So I think our defensive effort from those 2 games carried over to this game.
Congratulations. Let's bring in the big man, A.Q. Shipley. How are you, Q? Congratulations. You know, what does this mean to you? Obviously a guy that gets it done on a couple different arenas, but to win it at basketball, what does that mean?
It's incredible. I've known these guys, grown up with them all my life, and just playing with them, I knew early on we were winners. I knew we'd have a chance someday to get this, and finally got here and took advantage of our opportunity.
You know, a lot of people I think probably saw you for the first time today, hear about your football prowess. How does basketball help you, or does it play at your other sport?
It's a tremendous help. Just the way that it keeps me active, keeps me in competitive nature, and my footwork and agility, it's tremendous help to my football.
Well, congratulations on the WPIAL title. Go get him in state.
Thank you.
The unsung hero in this game tonight, a guy that really sparked Moon in the first half in particular with a couple big threes, was Zach Engel. Zach, you came out firing. That's what I like to see, a guy with no conscience. I mean, are you always like that?
Always like that? No. I struggled earlier in the year, but Coach always kept me on my heels, so I always picked it up in big times, and this is one of them.
How does this feel for you, a junior, to win it for your senior class? I know that this was a dream, this was a goal at the beginning of the year, but to now win it and carry home that trophy, what does that mean?
Oh, it means everything to us. We've always talked to it the whole season. We made goals in the beginning of the season, and this is one of them, and this is probably the biggest one so far.
Oh, congratulations on a great win. The Moon Tigers, the AAA WPIAL champions. Stan and Mike will be back to wrap things up right after this. You're watching WPIAL basketball on Fox Sports Net.